Assalamu alaikum. Hamjambo. Asanteni sana kwa kuhudhuria kikao hichi, na twashukuru POAC kwa mwaliko huu na kazi kubwa ambayo mmeifanya. Mimi ni Haitham Ali Shebe. Abu is just a name, a side name there. Okay, I'm a director of Petroleum Kenya Limited, a reseller company based in Mombasa. Now, I'm here to represent my fellow resellers and my fellow team from Mombasa. Thank you. I'll be a bit short. We have some issues to raise. Let me point them because of time, and then we move forward. For us, mostly, I think you can concur with me, we lack recognition from the various authorities in the government and the market in general. I.e., we have the ministry, the financial institutions, but I'm happy Equity now knows our role in the market. Thank you guys and all others. We are the bottom of this market. We are the ones who are the view comes from us because we are the one who facilitates the trucks, the retailers, and the OMCs to have enough supply and everything goes smoothly at the depots. We are the ones who take the prices, share out to various customers. Inside Lake Mombasa, we serve from Vanga, also up to Mandera. We serve the neighboring counties of Taita, parts of Eastern, and so we are glad of that. Our suggestions, we will wish to the authorities at least to have a further engagement with POAC. At least you can have a better understanding of how resellers work in general and how we operate. The second issue is to KRA. I think my brother here had preceded me. There's an issue of high expectations on our returns. Most of us have big statements, I can call that. We do big volumes, but with a smaller margin. I think the Equity guy helped us with 0.15 for the profit side, but mostly of us, we operate under a 0.3 profit to 0.5, and maybe sometimes 1 shilling, but mostly that is our profit. You may wonder it's a small amount, but it goes with the volume. The bigger you sell, the much you get. So that's how we operate, and I hope KRA can have a bit of what our statements are. Sometimes they can see hundreds of millions, and when you mention the profit, they kept questioning us. You can't have that much transactions, and you have small profits. So please, KRA team, we will wish for a further engagement with you also. You have POAC with us. It's our face, it's our voice, so it's the right channel to address our issues. To the KRA, I think not to us only, but there's an issue of withholding VAT. That's been a thorn to many of us. I think if not most of us. The withholding VAT causes a cash strain in our operations. For example, just giving an example, for a truck of 10,000 liters of PMS, a customer will be required to withhold a 2%, and that is around 60,000 maybe or 40 with the current prices, and thus you are required to pay to an OMC, whom most of them are exempted. So you have to drain your capital. Mind you, in that capital you are draining out, your profit maybe is around 3,000 shillings or 50,000 shillings. So per truck of 10,000, in a single order of 10,000, you are negative around 35,000 to 30,000. So if you're selling around 100,000 liters, you are short of 300,000 in a day. So I don't know how even the banks You have to understand this point of our challenges we are having. So the other issue we are having, I think Mr. Mohammed had preceded me also on the transport rates. In Mombasa, we have reviewed a bit and think we'll share some information with you after this. We have reviewed our local transportation, is at 1 shilling as of now. EPRA guys, I think also your prices, Mr. Kinywa, your prices, mostly I think the ferry charges that you are putting in the pricing is of previous period. Currently, a truck of 10,000 liters pays 5,400 in a single time. Mind you, when you are crossing the ferry, you'll spend all of your day there. So the truck cannot come back to load at the depot. It has to stay there until night. So the transporters cannot charge you a normal transport cost, because that's almost a day or two, because he has to come back the next day at around 10. That's an inconvenience which the transporter bears it. So I hope you can note that down. Another issue with the EPRA, I think we will request for us resellers, maybe we can have a percentage of the supply market. That's from the OMCs. For the independent market whom we serve, we have a certain percentage. This is for the market, to ensure that we don't suffer these mishaps of stocks and prices, irregular prices. Like now, I believe most resellers can concur with me. We have a certain problem of products and prices. They are going up because of stocks, and so this is to EPRA. The other thing we'll wish for is KPC. I think EPRA, maybe consultations with your energy ministry. We will wish the KPC facility in Mombasa to be upgraded, because we are having a hard time there. We spend days there for orders, and I think Mr. Njogu, you have been with us for some time. This is encouragement to the government to facilitate it as fast as possible, because the economy is losing much, then the hustler is suffering due to that. So we wish to upgrade the hustler to the EPRA. Also, we have this issue of defensive driving. We will wish you to consider the hustler, the driver, because I think KPC have a training they are offering, charging at 9,900, if I'm not wrong, per driver for a single drive. And as Mr. Mohammed has said, we have also some turn boys. They are drivers waiting to be given trucks. Maybe then the salary are too low and they have other responsibilities. So I wish you review that charges and we move the country forward and help our fellow members. Also in Mombasa depots, I think Nairobi also, we suffer from the parking. Most depots and facilities, they don't have a parking. I think I'll mention only Vivo is for us in Mombasa. I don't know here. They're the only OMCs having their own parking. Rather than that, you'll have to face with the traffic police, you have to face with the county, your vehicle is clamped, you pay fines which are not realistic, and it's a hard time. Ending my comment, I'll wish EPRA to consider our coastal people, especially Lamu Island, in your classifications of the status or the standards of stations. In Lamu, the island itself, there are no stations. The stations are outside the island. Currently who serve the Lamu market are boats. They operate as floating petrol stations. So you should consider those things in your licensing, because they are also facing issues getting the permits from the respective counties. It's a challenge to them. I think I will not have much to say. Nasema asante sana, sijui kama nimeongea yanayostahiki. Asante sana. Okay.
Thank you very much. Pigeni makofi.
Thank you.